Okay, I want to do a shadow demo using layer styles and the drop shadow option. So here I have my figure. You can see here I have a background layer, that's the white. I already have the shadow. We will turn that visibility off. And here I have my figure. So the first thing I want to do, make sure I'm on the figure layer. Next, we go up to Layer, Layer Style, Drop Shadow. Okay, we want to make sure that everything is, this is normal, the distance is 0, the spread is 0, and the size, we can give it 10 pixels. Next, we click OK, and we come over here to our layer panel and control click on this layer and choose create layer. So they'll create a layer with just the drop shadow. So if I turn off the figure layer, here we go, here's our shadow. Next we need to get the shadow in a position that we want it. So what we want to do is make sure we're on that layer and go up to edit, free transform, or you could use the Command T, and then we want to hold down the Command key on the Mac, Control key on the PC, and then we can grab one of these squares and pull our shadow in the direction that we want it. So you do need to think about where your light source is in order to determine where to position your shadow. Next, I click the return key and turn on the figure. And then we want to line up the shadow with the figure. So I'm going to use the move tool and just position the shadow a little bit up. Lastly, what I want to do is lower the opacity on the drop shadow. So I want to click and drag to the left until we get the opacity that we want. I think 55 is a good ballpark for that. And anyway, there you have it, how to use a drop shadow to create a shadow of your object. One tip would be to maybe use a lamp and an object to actually see how shadows fall, to give you a better understanding, so that when you recreate that in your Photoshop document, you have an idea of how the light will cast a shadow.